In April last year, we decided to go to 3 countries in Africa to see our work and to meet our people. If only everyone could come to Africa, I know it would change them all, helping us all to realize our blessings and see such amazing beauty and realize how little it takes to do so much good for people in need. It's crazy when you think about it, how you can change the lives of people forever for the price of a pair of shoes. Hi! Because of the AIDS pandemic, there are 13 million African children orphaned. The burden has fallen to their grandmothers who, in African custom, should be cared for by their children in their later years, but instead are now raising their grandchildren in the most difficult of circumstances. For example, this grandmother lost all 4 of her children and now has been left to support all 8 of her grandchildren.
So eventually she had to take over the full responsibility.
All of them died from AIDS?
Yeah.
How does she manage? How does she manage to care for all 8 of the children?
Normally she does small jobs, so she gets small money. If that does not come around, then she has to go borrow from any neighbor.
For many years, people used the excuse that there was no point in giving AIDS medicine to Africans because they would not take them efficiently or they wouldn't seek treatment. Even a high-level U.S. government official suggested that Africans can't tell the time and therefore wouldn't be able to take ARVs efficiently, causing resistance. Even though these grandchildren had only the clothes they were wearing when we met them, and the grandmother often has to dig graves to survive, she keeps that box of ARVs for the children in her one-roomed house, and she makes sure that they take them. In fact, in studies, it's been shown that Africans adhere better to their medicines than Americans, even in the poorest conditions. Everything that we've seen, it just seems like there's a whole lost generation. A whole generation is lost. You know, we see these kids raising themselves. We see these grandmothers raising these kids. And it's crazy. It's crazy. But all I know is, like, if we're not crying for them, then who's gonna cry for them? And if we're not speaking for them, who's gonna speak for them? All they kept saying when I was leaving, don't forget us. Please don't forget us.
Say peace. Say what's up.
And to think how different it would be if their children, if these mothers, if these fathers would have the access to the medicine that would just keep them alive. We would change the whole course of history, it feels like. I really believe AIDS is a mirror. It looks at us and it asks us, who are we and what do we care about? You know, do we care about a whole generation of people being wiped out? Orphaning millions of children? Or do we care about, what, celebrity drama? If AIDS got half of the attention the media gives to celebrity dramas, this issue would be well on its way to being solved. So I want to ask you, shall we be the generation that says no more injustice for the poor? Shall we commit to eradicating AIDS, extreme poverty, and war? Or shall we continue to allow ourselves no voice in the world our children will inherit? Tell me. So go right this second, right now, to keepachildalive.org and do your part. Join me. Let's do it together and spread love.